whatever we do, change is coming. It's coming with the implosion of our imperium, and it's coming with the rapid degradation of the ecosystem itself. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. It's how we cope with this change. Will we respond rationally? Will we learn to speak to the world with a new humility and recreate structures within our own communities for sustainability? Or will we continue to live in illusion? And in a way, it's a matter of awakening ourselves to our new reality and responding to it.
Oh, but I gotta get my other music on. Oh yes, welcome back to another episode of the best worst show on the internet. I'll be your host today. This is the Griftcast IRL. Hopefully you're doing quite well. Hopefully you're doing well today. I'm doing all right too. Good old Lunchy. She seems to be at least eating and up to stuff. I made some food today and she was all over there like, yo, bro, what's that? What am I smelling there, Daddy? Make a little pasta? Bolognese? Or is that onion and carrots and celery and mirepoix getting stirred nicely? Ooh, did I just smell something going to the pan? What was that, Daddy's that ground beef? You gonna let me have some of that ground beef, right? Right, Daddy? And I'm like, no, Lynchy, sorry, you gotta eat your chicken liver pate or whatever the crap comes in this can or whatever. Sorry, can't eat that good old home cooking little Lynchy anymore. No, sir. No, sir. Anyways, doesn't really matter though. Welcome back. I guess. Hi. We're gonna do another show today. And I mean, the Griftcast, it is what it is. It's 100% grift, 90% or 20% news, and 80% me being a, well, guy up here on the internet. So if you guys like to support things and you like me and you like the things that we do out here, well then, god dang it, you should make sure that you go support the channel on all of our grift stuff, where you can go to griftcast.com and then you can hit our link tree where you can get all of the information that you need to send us that sweet delectable money that we also love. Yes, we also love, because remember, Griftcast is 100% grift, folks. We are 100% grift. And it looks like we're going to start having to start digging into people more, because apparently that's the best kinds of grift that we got going on. So we just got a bunch of grifters that are going to be on the choppy block, as it were. But if you'd like to support the channel, you can definitely click that link right there. We got to make sure that we throw out them Griftcast links so we can get our grifted on, so you guys can click our stuff, buy our coffee, get an EMP shield, and all that other good stuff. I know it's exactly what you want to be hearing right now, but it's exactly what we're putting out there. So here we go, grifted again. What's up to Magic Poop? Hopefully you're doing well. Hello, Deborah Breeden. Hopefully you're doing well out there in Florida. How's it going, Miguel H? What's up to Life Once Lived? How you doing out there? Aaron, what's up, dude? How's it going to Baby Ball? Baby Ball. And then we got some Billy Garza guy. How you doing, Billy Garza? Hopefully you're doing well. How you doing, Kalia the Vampire? And yes, that is exactly what it feels like to be high when you watch my intro. I know, that's exactly what it's all about. How's it going, Aphrodite Rose Starfire? You're getting terminated? What do you mean you're getting terminated from your job or what? You're gonna have to explain that some more. Hello, Ponyface Dog Soldier. Or Dog Face Pony Soldier, or whatever your freaking name is. Nice to see you over here. How's it going to Brandon Prelip? Hello, Mr. Brandon. The USDNC, or the USCDN, otherwise known as Gerhard Fox. Hello, how you doing out there in the world today? And then Zarius the Ape. What's going on, dude? What's up, dude? Yeah, don't give onions. They're toxic for dogs. Exactly, she didn't get none of that shit. What's up, Sam Dog? Daily reminder that Epstein did not kill himself. Well, thanks for that daily reminder right there. I'm sure we all need to be reminded of that. Anyways, yes. Anyways, so, woo. Well. What else are you guys gonna want to get into today? We got shout outs into the bag. We got some folks sent out in the news. What is in the news today? Well, the news is the news, obviously, and it seems that the news today is starting off from an unusual source that some people wouldn't consider to be news. Other people just hate the guy. I happen to like him or whatever. I think he did an all right job with the piece of shit that he was given, but hey, you know, everybody's got a different opinion about shit, and it is on you. But it's the first time I've actually logged into Truth Social in a long time. Yep, that's right. Real Donald Trump made a post about 8 hours ago saying, "It's time. We're in a nation in steep decline, being led into a World War III by a crooked politician who doesn't even know he's alive, but who is surrounded by evil and sinister people who base their actions on defunding the police and destroying the military, open borders, no voter ID, inflation, raising taxes, and much more. I can only hate our now failing USA. We just can't allow this anymore. They're killing our nation as we sit back and watch. We must save America. Protest, 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 protest." Which is strange. You'd think you would have also like posted a link of that to like go over to Truth Social or whatever so people could pretty much see that. But yeah. Maybe that's not what's happening. I don't know. Page 2. Now illegal leaks from a corrupt and highly political Manhattan District Attorney's Office, which has allowed a new record to be set in violent crime and whose leader is funded by George Soros, indict that, with no crime being able to be proven based on an old and fully debunked by numerous other prosecutors fairy tales. Far, far away. Leading Republican candidate and former president of the United States will be arrested on Tuesday of next week. Protest! Take our nation back! Holy shit balls! Yep. Trump's telling everybody to protest, you guys. That's not good. Come on, what happened the last time he did that shit? There was like an insurrection or some shit. What's this? Aphrodite Rose Starter. Who? I'm shook. She copyright striked a video that was one unedited shot of me talking in my van. Who copyright striked your video? Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I remember when the J6ers got locked up and Trump protested in the streets for them. Wait, oh yeah, I don't remember that happening at all. I don't remember that happening at all. So yeah, Trump is asking people to protest because he seems to think that he's going to be arrested on Tuesday. Where did he get this information? Did QAnon give it to him? I have a lot of questions. I'm probably not going to get a lot of answers, but I'm still here to at least take a look at it and try to figure out what's going on with it, because it doesn't seem... Well, it doesn't seem good, okay? It doesn't seem good. This seems to be exactly the kind of thing that got him in trouble the last time. Yeah, this is exactly the kind of thing that got him in trouble. Oh, hello! Get up here! Well, look who it is. Oh, you just gave me a little zip of tongue. You feeling better, Lunchy? You feeling better, Chichi-ronies? Chichi-ronies? Lunchy time. What, you felt better? You decided to come on over here? You wanted people to see that you're feeling better? Do you want some more medicine? Or are you looking for some more of your Chihuahua pate? Because you don't get any of that other stuff. But, oh, little Lunchy just came up over here. I pulled it in that, like, chair that you used to like to sit on so you could sit right here, Lunchy. But you ain't been sitting on it. Here. Not on the computer table. Sit right there. You know. Oh, yep. Nope, not working. Nice to see you, Lunchy, though. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, back to what we were doing. Just in time for Lunchy Cam. Anyways. Oh, man. Donald Trump is going to get arrested on Tuesday, according to him. I don't know if he's a trustworthy source of this type of information. I don't know. I would have to say no. I would have to say he's not. I would have to say that he is not the source of information that we like. Or I'd have to say he's not a source of information that everybody's going to want to follow. But I don't know. I feel like he might be right on this one. Everybody's talking about it. There's already been a lot of news coverage over it. Everybody's up in arms about it. So maybe it's going to be the thing happening. I don't know. They're saying that Donald Trump's going to get arrested. What do you think? Do you think that they would go to the lengths, as it were, to arrest Donald Trump? Why would they be arresting Donald Trump? Over what would they finally be arresting Donald Trump over? They tried to impeach him twice and they couldn't. They tried to do all this other bullshit and it never worked. So it's over Stormy Daniels. Holy shit. It's over that babe right there. I mean, she's no longer that much of a babe, but still a babe. I'm pretty sure most of you dudes would throw D and not tell your friends about it, but you probably still would. Be like, yo, dude, I'm total buddies with Donald Trump, bro. What? Yeah, okay, bro. Cool shit. But yes, he expects to be arrested. There's not really any other information to back it all up, but it says he's facing a possible indictment for a $130,000 hush money payment that he allegedly made to porn star Stormy Daniels in 2016. And now that seems to be all up in the up and up again. And the Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg, George Soros funded motherfucker says, nope, we're going to go back after his ass again. And we're going to relitigate what's already been litigated 1,000 different times. So yeah, thanks a lot, DA Bragg. I don't get, what's it called? I don't get what the hell is even happening. It just doesn't even make a whole lot of sense in the whole sense of things. But I guess everything is the way that it's supposed to be. Who knows? Who knows? Do. Alrighty then. So, I think it's kind of strange, at least for me to think about what the hell is happening right here. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, dude. It don't make a whole lot of sense that they would try to be going after this dude in the whole Stormy Daniels sense. That don't make a whole lot of sense, bro. That don't make a whole lot of sense, bro. I don't get it in any sense of the word. Like, why would they be going after this fool in the first place? Again, other than just wanting to take him out. And then they'd be utilizing this ridiculousness, right? You know, here's Cat Turd saying, you know what? Reminder, this bullshit has already been relitigated. Yes, this bullshit was already litigated, and Stormy Daniels was supposed to pay Donald Trump $300K after losing that defamation case appeal. So, is this really gonna go anywhere? Are they really gonna go to the level of arresting him? I mean, if they did, I would really hope people wouldn't be protesting in the streets. I think everybody would kind of just look at it and say, yep, this is exactly what it looks like. A fucking fuck ton of bullshit. There's nothing else that it could go see. You know? There's nothing else that it could go see. So anyways, Manhattan DA worries that ex-prosecutor could threaten a Trump investigation. Wow. Trump investigation? What kind of Trump investigation would we want? What kind of Trump investigation would we have? But this is the guy that's the whole entire issue, right? It's the investigators. Federal judge hands over Trump lawyers' notes to the DOJ. So is this exactly like real? Does Trump actually know what the hell's going on with this shit? Or is it just a pleasant circumstance that we all find ourselves in with Trump once again garnering all of the free media attention and support that he has? I mean, Elon Musk even got into the situation to say, hey, I think Trump's gonna win in a landslide victory if he fucking gets arrested. Which, is that like too crazy to think that that's a possibility of happening? Because I don't think that's a crazy possibility of it happening. And if Elon Musk is coming out saying it, then yeah. I mean, they might see the images of him getting arrested and thrown in jail as being a kibosh on his presidential career. But according to this, it might actually be something completely different, right? It might actually be completely different. Where's the rest of the messages? God, why do we have a bunch of people trolling in the chat right now? Well, it's screwing up. It's making it screw up because every time we have to get rid of somebody. Whatever, man. I mean, if the same guy keeps coming back, just keep banning him or whatever. It's fine. I mean, if he's just gonna keep being an asshole, he can just keep being an asshole or whatever. If that's the quality of person that's gonna be a Sir Gene fan, you know, we're gonna have to question some things here, because that's just weird. Because I mean, this dude's been on here a lot. Nobody was here a month ago. Now, is that how your life usually goes, but only keep friends for 2 months, then on to the next? Like, you still have Gene in the thumbnails, and he has no interest in coming on. Maybe it's your nasal tone? Like, why do these people keep coming on? Gene's had an open invite to come on, and he hasn't wanted to come on, or he's busy doing work or whatever. Gene was never a main part of the show to begin with, so I mean, we'll continue to do the show as we've always done it since then. If he wants to come on, he's welcome. If he doesn't want to come on or whatever, that's fine with him. Either way, it's not the first time and it won't be the last time. Internet friends show up and then internet friends disappear. I don't get what people always have to divert the conversations and troll. It obviously has something to do with people just being shitheads, to be perfectly franks. Yeah. Could that be like, you know, that kind of feels like New York City guns or whatever? Yeah. It's like, you know, like we had that kind of shit happen with like the New York City Guns crew. And we were just like, yo, Glenn's trying to control the show and be the show. And the show was about Glenn. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be, that show was supposed to be a co-hosting experience. And that's the thing, is when you having a show and you're hosting it, you know, you should be able to host it. But I guess it is weird. Some people have their, yeah. Some people just join when the clout is good and then they disappear when the clout is not so good. That's the type of stuff that we see with Grifty and a few other individuals. But that doesn't mean that we stop doing what we're going to do. We just continue on, right? We just continue on because it's always been about the show and it hasn't been about the people, right? Because the news isn't going to read itself, motherfuckers. The news isn't going to read itself. And consistency is key. While you're sitting around being super consistent and always doing something, they're doing something else. And then that's basically what you got a real reason with, is that if you want to support a creator or whatever, sometimes they hang out with other creators, sometimes they don't. But realize sometimes there is a creator and then there's just somebody else. And for the most part, a lot of people came around during the Eliza Blue situation, right? Because there was a lot of clout to be gained and a lot of fame to be gained. But now that that shit's over with, you know, where are they at? Where are they at? Big question is, where are they at? And you don't know. So you just keep moving on. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do. Let's just say, somebody copy strike the video. Yeah, just ask Tim Fast. What do you mean, Tim Fast? Yeah, documentary pending. Or yeah, where's the documentary from fucking what's her face? I haven't seen it in forever. That's what I remember, is I still haven't seen it. That's all right. What does it have to do with Donald Trump and his getting arrested? I don't know. I don't think is he going to get arrested? Are they stupid enough to arrest this motherfucker? I hope not. I really hope they don't arrest him because, you know, maybe it will make him win in a landslide victory. But how do you win the presidency if you're in jail? That's what I don't get. How do you do that? Like, I guess we could see. We'll find out. We're going to find out. Is that what's going to happen? It's going to be fuck around, find out type shit. Maybe that's what it's going to be. Yeah. You know what? It just kind of seems like I don't know what is happening, but who even knows what some of these folks have to be thinking about? I mean, at the end of the day, we've spoken our piece on pretty much all this nonsense. I just think that Trump's probably trying to rile up the base a little bit too much here. And I mean, calling for protests, I mean, what are people going to protest? If he gets arrested, then yeah, people are probably going to go on protest irregardless. But the last time people protested for Donald Trump, that didn't turn out so hot for a whole lot of people. There's a bunch of people in fucking jail still for January 6th. that ain't getting no support from Donald Trump and his ilk. So where do you go with it? I don't know. I just don't think that he's going to get the kind of support with that. Like, people will go for the political shit, but anything protest-wise, they think that he's all but lost any steam there. And anybody that falls for that psyop, I mean, I got a fucking bridge in the middle of nowhere in Arizona to sell you, motherfucker, because I'm pretty sure you'll buy anything. I'm pretty sure you'll buy anything. And as it were, maybe the heel is giving a pretty positive opinion here, saying that get ready for the Manhattan DA for the TV Trump prosecution. High ratings, but short on the law. Yeah, what is going on with the law? I don't know. Basement dwellers, weird people, strange farts. I don't know. What it seems like to me, or what I would have to say is actually happening here, is that our friends are basically starting into this new bullshit that nobody thought was going to happen. But guys, they popularized this litigation on TV thing a while back. So what is going to stop them from creating a made-for-TV prosecution, a third prosecution, as it were, so that Trump could get tried again? And I mean, yeah, get ready for the Manhattan DA's made-for-TV Trump prosecution. High on the ratings and short on the law. Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen, or at least that's what I hear, see, think, feel, understand is going to happen with this particular situation. Because, like, you know that they're not doing anything else other than trying to do this for the TV, right? This is a made-for-TV movie, made-for-TV type situation. Not much you can do about it other than say, Jesus Christ. Yep. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. All right. So Trump is facing serious legal issues, although mildly popular. The case is legally pathetic. Bragg is struggling to twist state laws to effectively prosecute a federal case long ago rejected by the Justice Department against Trump over his payments of hush money to former stripper Stormy Daniels. In 2018, yes, that's how long the theory's been around, I wrote how difficult such a federal case would be under existing election laws. Now, 6 years later, the same theory may be shoehorned into a state claim. It's extremely difficult to show that paying money to cover up an embarrassing affair was done for an election purpose, as opposed by an array of obvious other reasons, from protecting a celebrity's reputation to preserving a marriage. That was demonstrated by the failed prosecution of former presidential campaign candidate John Edwards on a much stronger charge of using campaign funds to cover up an affair. Yeah, let's use campaign funds for an affair. That sounds like a fantastic thing. In this case, Trump reportedly paid Stormy Daniels $130,000 in the fall of 2016 to cut off or reduce any public scandal. The Southern District of New York's U.S. Attorney's Office said had no blood loss for Trump pursuing him and his associates in a myriad of investigations, but it ultimately rejected a prosecution based on election law violations. So it's all around the Stormy Daniels shit. Even the Hill, which I consider to be a leftist rag that considers itself to be more centrist or whatever, is on exactly the same thing that we've been hearing about and saying overall. Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense that these guys would have made this happen yet once again, but you know, is this the Trump impeachment once again? Of course it is. They're Gerhard Fox. It's exactly what they wanted to do from the very beginning. And they wouldn't have said anything else, or they wouldn't have made it even more apparent than they did, but than they've done now. Like, it's pretty fucking apparent. this is just another made-for-TV saga that we're all supposed to get behind so that we all could all love it or enjoy it or whatever. And I mean, I'm not going to say I'm over it. I just think that it's just stupid at this point. Like, why do we have to keep coming back down into this weird situation? Like, why can't they leave this guy alone? Why can't they leave this guy alone already? I don't know. I don't know why they can't leave this guy alone. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense though. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense though. Doesn't. And why does it make a lot of sense? It makes about as much sense as people coming in here and then trolling with different types of channels and stuff. I mean, I just don't get that, man. Like, I just don't get it, man. Some people get angry about things, and other people are just like, hey, you know, we're over here, we're running the show. You're either here or you're not here. That's it. Like, there's not much that we can either say or do. The show must go on. And if you don't like something, oh well. At the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is, mate. It is what it is, mate. Just like this. Italy. Trans-identified person takes home 8 women's running titles in an indoor masters championship. That's right. This woman, powerful as could be, that was born a male but now identifies as a female. His winning competitions left and right. The 50-year-old trans-identified male runner has seized his 8th championship title in the women's category after smashing the competition in an Italian indoor masters championship in Ancona. That's right, on March 12th, Valentina Petroza Bonfabrizio competed in the 200m race for women aged 50 to 54. Marco Obliscor, a statistician, was present for the championship to monitor Petrio's performance and provided a report to the Italian Feminine Post on what he witnessed. Yes, he says that the difference in physicality was immediately noticeable, and the female competitors were unable to hold their own against Petrio, who effortlessly dominated the competition. But Petrio's prowess in women's athletic competition is hardly praiseworthy, says Alcator, who notes that if Petrio had been competing in the equivalent men's race, he wouldn't even have broken in the top 10. Damn. So stunning and powerful. Stunning and powerful. I mean, you know what? You might be mad that somebody can go join a race and win and beat everyone, but you know what? You're just not understanding the mentality of being a true winner. Because, hey, you might not be able to win in the 50 to 54 men's category, but you probably could win in the 50 to 54 women's category. But definitely the sexes and stuff are like that, are totally equal. There's no differences out there. I don't know what you're talking about. Stop being a fucking racist, you goddamn transphobes. Support this woman and his, you know, rise to fame and freedom. He wanted to be able to get it. I mean, shit, if I wanted to win gold medals, I could put on a wig and go start go win in women's competitions. I'll fucking put on a wig and win Miss America. You fucking watch me. You watch me, bro. Watch me. I would even have to get titties because I already got them. What now? Yeah, what now? What now? What now? Yeah, what now? Yeah, although I probably wouldn't have to want to get cosmetic surgery or whatever. I'm pretty old now. I'm about to be 37, and even then, I still don't think that me getting cosmetic surgery would be a great idea for you, me, or anyone over there. I got man boobs. All I have to do really, though, is just shave all the hair off my chest. I could be a sexy bitch. You don't know that. My sister's pretty as fuck, all right? My sister's pretty as fuck. So I have a twin sister. So, I mean, you know, we're like the same, except for she's a girl and I'm a guy. So, you know, if I put on a fucking wig and shit, I mean, I should be a sexy bitch, right? Yeah, I'm going to be a sexy bitch. Don't fucking talk shit. Yeah. I like how I look now, but you know what? I'll definitely, dude, all the ladies are gonna be like, bitch, you're stealing all the guys, stop, bro. You know, it's like when the dudes look at me, it's not like they're saying, bro, leave some ladies for us. No, I'm like the guy over in the corner like, oh my god, I hope I get some ladies. Yep, I'll put on lipstick, I'll shave my mustache and my beard, put on lipstick and put on a fucking wig, and be all like, what's up, bitches? My name's Stefanka. Is that too high pitched, or should I get lower? Hi, my name's Stefanka. What are you boys doing? You guys want to go get some frozen yogurt or something? Sorry, I'd be a terrible woman. I would be a terrible. Yeah, we need to work on the voice. I'm sorry, I don't have a good woman voice. I mean, I could breathe out of my nose right now, but the weather is changing, so allergy season is upon me, so I'm just always going to be weird. Excuse me. Yeah, nothing some hormones won't fix. Yeah, just pump me full of estrogen, dude. I'll be a sexy thick bitch. What's up? Better watch out. You wouldn't even be able to fuck with it. You wouldn't even be able to stop me. I would be power overwhelming. Power overwhelming. So let's get back to the news so we can stop talking about stuff that I'm never going to do. Mutilating children for profit. California teen sues doctors over breast removal surgery at 13 in Kaiser Permanente's second blockbuster trans lawsuit. Layla Jane says her puberty blockers and hormones were a medical torment. Kaiser Permanente doctors offered trans care after minutes-long consultations. Another California teen, Chloe Cole, last month sued the same hospital. Uh-oh, California. Shit, California. You're getting fucked up by the trans. You guys didn't see this shit coming, motherfucker. You didn't see this coming, Kaiser Permanente. Stupid asses. Yes, California teenagers are now suing doctors who at age 13 cut off their breasts in a medical gender change that they now bitterly regret. An 18-year-old who is referred to as Layla Jane says that she should have never been put through the torment of testosterone hormones at 12 and puberty blockers and surgery the next year. That's right, they made her chop off her titties. Now she doesn't know if she would even have had big titties or little titties. She'll never know. She is one of a growing number of detransitioners, as they are known, who are come to regret the procedure and sue the doctors and accuse them of pushing them into irreversible treatments instead of counseling. Yes, but you know what? It's medically gender-affirming care, guys. This is gender-affirming care. It's gender-affirming care, but you know what? For the people that say it's impossible to sue Kaiser Permanente, it doesn't seem to be so. Looks like these girls are suing them just fine, yo. Just fine. So, yeah. I don't think I should have been allowed to change my sex before I could legally consent to have sex, says Layla on Fox News. I don't think that I'm better off for the experience, and I think that the transition just completely added fuel to the fire that was my pre-existing conditions. According to legal papers, Layla experienced moodiness, anxiety, gender confusion, and anger issues as a child, and at age 11 about radical transgender ideology, and went online to find more about the new trend. So, oh yes, the child went online to find some information. It was groomed into the new trend. How amazing is it for everyone? Yes. Why not? Let's just pump all of our kids and shit full of testosterone and stuff, and I'm sure that'd be fantastic. Fantastic. She self-diagnosed that she was a boy and believed transitioning would solve her mental health problems. According to the suit, doctors at Permanente Medical Group and Kaiser Foundation Hospital rushed her on the cross-sex hormones and double mastectomy without properly assessing her mental health problems. Her evaluations only lasted 30 minutes and 75 minutes, records show. Legal papers identify the careers as Suzanne Watson, a psychiatrist in Oakland, San Francisco-based plastic surgery, Winnie Tong, and Lisa Taylor, a pediatric endocrinologist in Oakland. They are accused of intentional, malicious, and oppressive concealment of important information and false representations that saw Layla pushed into the procedures. Now that is kind of a crazy thing. I agree. Many kids shouldn't be allowed to be making these life choices, but the extra insidious portion of this entire thing is that these places like Kaiser Permanente make money off of these procedures. They get paid out by either parents, medical associations, and a whole lot of other places. So, like, there's a lot of people that get hurt, not only just the kids involved, but just the whole entire operation and system that has been built up, or they push these kids through to get these types of things and then basically create lasting damage on their bodies. And then all of a sudden we're not allowed to sue them. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, these are decisions that people are going to be making that they have to literally live for the rest of their lives. And what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to say? You know, oh, sorry that your doctor sucked and, you know, nobody wanted to look after you. What about the parents? And it's California nonetheless, which seems to be the place that's been pushing this kind of thing for the longest time in the world. And hello, National Jones. We're currently streaming under Griftcast, so, you know, that's who we are. Griftcast. Anyways, Lila speaks with a deeper voice and that is unusual for a young woman, which is understood because she's been taking male testosterone for several years, and she started to detransition at age 17. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've always been pretty direct and straight that people should be 100% willing and able to understand their questions. And, you know, I don't have a problem with somebody wanting to transition male to female, female to male, or whatever. I don't agree with it religiously, and I don't even agree with it in a mental sense. But you know what? I'm not going to stop somebody from doing whatever it is that they want to do to themselves. The only thing that I ask is that you're at least old enough to make that decision. I wasn't even old enough to legally move out of my house until I was like 17, 18 years old or whatever. And even then, it was kind of like a thing, right? So I don't think kids that are super young, even when I was in high school, I don't even think that I would have ever even thought of like transitioning my gender or something. And maybe my journey's different than everyone else's, but the thing just definitely doesn't seem... This thing just doesn't seem a whole lot. It just doesn't seem to be good. It just seems to be a bad situation they keep forcing these kids into. And I'm glad that some of them are actually suing, and I hope that they fucking win, dude. I hope these kids win and they get taught the most valuable lesson ever. Is that, okay, so we let this happen, you know, what about the parents? You know, is that what Kaiser Permanente is going to say? Well, the parents were okay with it, so we're okay with it. Like, I think that there should be a lot more mental health situation involved with these types of cases before anybody's chopping off any piece of their body. I mean, I've even talked to people before. I knew a girl, Darissa, or whatever. She was talking about wanting to transition from being a female to a male. She dressed like a boy, you know, but she was a pretty girl or whatever. Nice booty, very beautiful. But, you know, she really wanted to go through that shit where they, like, cut off the part of their arm and make, like, a dick and shit. I mean, I didn't understand it. I was just like, I think you're just confused or something. Maybe you just need to have a baby or something. You know, maybe you've just been dating some real beta motherfucking guys. So now you're starting to think that you're male as fuck and not realizing that you're not. But I don't know. the end of the day, I think it's just horrible what they've been doing to these kids. And I mean, I bring it up nowadays. Actually, I bring that shit up nowadays. When I was talking to my kids, I was like, so what are you? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, so are you a boy or a girl? And they're like, I'm a boy. And then I asked all of them, my nieces and nephews, and they're like, why are you asking us this? And I was like, I'm just checking, because nowadays everybody's thinking that they could change. What is your thoughts on this, children? And the children are all very equally like, yeah, I'm a boy and I can dress like a girl, but I'm always going to be a boy. And then the girls are like, I could never be a boy. Boys are disgusting. And I'm like, teenagers, they're the best. Now stay away. And I was like, now stay away from the fucking boys. Stay fucking away from the boys. Yeah. I feel bad for that kid with the TV show. Yeah, that kid from the TV show. Which TV show are you talking about there, National Jones? What TV show? Let us know in the chat. Because I'm trying to figure that out. See, look, the Rumble thing is finally working. I could see it there. I could see it. Well, all transitioning aside, let's transition into another story. Also in Varvin, California. Mysterious streaks of light seen in the sky over California. And they were seen in the sky near the Sacramento area, and it was during St. Patrick's Day, and there was lots of little videos. Not very many people knew what was happening or who was happening, but we did get this interesting photograph right here that shows some interesting little bits of something flying through the sky, whether it was some space debris burning up, a piece of an asteroid breaking up, or some, like alien spaceship busted up and like about to crash land into the ground and shit. I don't know, but specifically, those are definitely not SpaceX mysterious lights because they were in the atmosphere and not outside of the atmosphere, and they had trails. Usually when it has a trail like that, it ain't a fucking SpaceX satellite or whatever in any way. Maybe Elon's just trolling everyone. I don't think so. Never when it has a tail is it a functional thing. California meteor. Wait. Maybe we can look at this. California sky? Yeah, there we go. Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look in the book. Reading Weibo. I don't care anyway. Yeah, they're just flares, bro.
Dude, no, take a picture.
What the fuck is that?
What the?
They're still going.
Those things are going fast as fuck. I know it's gonna be fast. I know it's gonna be stuck in your head, Christina. Oh, by the way, I just lost the game. Holy fuck! Holy fuck! I'm Jazz, I believe it's called. Oh yeah, I never heard of that video. I am Jazz. Never heard that video. Wow. Amazing meteor shower. It's a meteor shower, you dumb shit. Those are meteors showering. They fly through the sky. They can go twice as high. In a book, pretty rainbow. Yeah, that's pretty fucking. Those things are going fast as fuck, boy. Fast as fuck, boy. Yeah, those things are going fast as fuck, boy. Fast as fuck, boy. U.S. sky snakes. Are you sure those aren't flares? I guess those are flares or something.
Son los zombies. Oye, esos son los zombies.
Óyame, ¿dónde están? No, no, ¿sabe qué es eso?
Son los zombies.
Coming.
Son los zombies. Son los zombies. Oye.
Oh yeah, óyame, it's the SpaceX.
What did that even do? What is that? That's disturbing. Oh my god.
All right, yeah, enough of that. Enough of that. Yeah, Missouri. Well, that seems a little bit weird. They're coming for you. They're landing on your roof right now. Who's landing on what roof right now? Is that a little bit concerning? Is it a bit concerning? Why would you be concerned about that? I wouldn't be concerned about that at all. You shouldn't be concerned about any of that shit. That shouldn't be concerning to you. Concerned. Y'all be concerned about stuff. That's funny. That's cute. That's very cute. You're concerned about something. Yeah. You know what? I would be concerned about this. Some dude on Twitter, Bala Just. I will take that bet. You buy one BTC, I said you would be the USD. The odds are 40-1 that the BTC is worth 26K. All the term is 90 days. All you will need is a mutually agreed custodian who will be there to settle this in the event of a dollar devaluation. If someone knows how to do this with a smart contract, then we can do it on chain. So I can send USDC, but if you note my name, but if you don't name a custodian, what? This dude's basically claiming that he's willing to take a bet. I'll bet anyone $1 million that the U.S. does not enter hyperinflation. So this guy is saying, yeah, I'll bet you that Bitcoin's going to be worth like, $100,000 plus by the end of the year. And there ain't nothing you got to do this. So some big assholes, some big dick swinging motherfuckers are trying to say that Bitcoin's about to skyrocket. Right there. Happening now. Buy it. It'll be fast. Buy Bitcoin. Get your coins off exchanges. Send the bat signal. He's like, yep, hyperinflation's about to be here. It's coming. Buy your Bitcoin now. Get it up there so I don't gotta pay somebody $1 million. Yeah, or we could just blame it on Russia. Yeah, let's blame it on Russia. Yeah, blame it on Russia. What's up, Russell Dufresne? Nice to see you, brother. Are you scared? I don't know. Maybe it's time to buy Bitcoin. So, not financial advice or whatever, but maybe it's time you start buying some Bitcoin. Missouri sheriff, 2 deputies charged in alleged plot to kidnap a fucking child. What the fuck? If this is in Missouri 6 hours ago, you gotta be shitting me.
Has definitely been the arrest of the sheriff and several others here at this sheriff's office.
I hope
No
he
way.
steps up and do what they're actually supposed to do for once.
You don't believe the allegations?
No.
Jeff Burkett has been the Iron County Sheriff for just over 2 years, but now he, Under Sheriff Chase Bresnahan, and Deputy Matt Kozad are accused of helping a citizen, Donald Rick Gaston, kidnap his daughter, involving Gaston and the mother of his child. Detectives with the Missouri State Highway Patrol say the parental kidnapping scheme occurred last month. The 4 suspects each face multiple charges, including criminal street gang activities, conspiracy to commit felonies, stalking, misusing 911, obtaining criminal history, first-degree attempted kidnapping, and making a false police report.
I will back the
Holy
sheriff
fuck.
100%.
People in the small town of 9,500 have mixed reactions to the arrest of the sheriff and other law enforcement officers.
He's a great guy. He wouldn't lie. He wouldn't do anything that
Did he
would
give you
jeopardize
dick, girl?
him in his job.
Definitely skeptical of
What about you, dude?
integrity
Did
of the
he
place at
suck
this
your
point.
dick?
In a statement, the sheriff's attorney says, quote, Iron County is run by a group
That
of
guy
good
looks
old
like he-
boys. Sheriff Burkett
He might
poses a
enjoy the
serious threat
methamphetamine.
to their unchecked authority and will continue to fight their ongoing 2-year attempt to remove him from office. The attorney added, quote, I wonder what they're afraid of finding. We were there when a tow truck driver returned the sheriff's patrol car to the sheriff's office.
Oh, wow.
Meantime, Iron County Coroner Tim Harbison will act as sheriff.
We've got a good plan in place today, but let everybody just let the system work out.
And as of right now, all 4 suspects are locked up in jail in Washington County. In Iron County, Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
Bro, what? Since when does the sheriff get arrested for child endangerment and all that other shit? They kidnapped a kid? Law enforcement? The law enforcement did this? This doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right. But it's just kind of something that you're going to get close to seeing, or good to seeing, or bad to seeing, or whatever. But fine. Now, let's get over into some other news that's going on with our friends over in, what do we call that, Twitterland or whatever. So Elon Musk, good old Elon Musk, says the platform is growing fast, just exceeded 8 billion user minutes per day, the most influential, smartest people on Earth. Winky face. Oh my god. So yeah, that's a pretty big thing. 8 billion user minutes a day. 8 billion user minutes a day is a lot. Yeah, that is a lot. Actually, I'm gonna search that, see if there's anything that comes there. Yeah, look at all the things that people are saying about it already on the net. 8 billion user minutes a day, which is crazy because I love Twitter and I'm on Twitter all the time. So if you're on Twitter, you should definitely go drop me a follow at Defango on Twitter. If you guys, utilize that shit, I'm also on Truth Social as at Twitter for Defango if you want to come follow us and check out our shit. But even more so, Elon Musk is saying in the coming weeks, Twitter will prioritize replies by people you follow, verified accounts, and then unverified accounts. Verified accounts are 1,000 times harder to game by bot and troll armies. There is great wisdom in the old saying, you get what you pay for. Yeah. You get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. Well, that seems pretty interesting. I mean, is that meaning that we're going to get a lot more engagement or even more engagement now having a verified check mark because my replies are going to show up at the top and the unverified accounts are going to get pushed to the bottom like the fucking no check mark trash that they are? Yay! Is that what's going to be happening? Because that seems relevant to my interest. I could be happy about that if that's going to be the fucking thing that we're going to be looking at for today. I ain't going to be angry about it. I'm going to like it. If you ain't going to like it, that's fine. That's all you or whatever, but I freaking like it. But yeah. So, I'd like to pay more for more instead of pay for more for less. So, we'll see. I have the Twitter blue check mark or whatever. We're going to test it into the next month to see what's happening. Although I will say, ever since I got shadow banned and been on shadow banned, my account has still been pretty weird. It's just kind of teetering at this one little place. We haven't been able to break out just yet. So I'm hoping to fucking break out. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll excuse you not checkmark having people or whatever, because more than likely I'm expecting that you've been sending me your money instead of sending me to Twitter, which is fine, but it's $8. That's like a cheeseburger or like 2 cheeseburgers. If you get the deal, you can get 2 cheeseburgers and a drink. Woo! What's this? Hunter Biden linked real estate firm got at least $100 million from Russian oligarch. What? A Russian oligarch gave Hunter Biden some money? So wait a minute. Hunter Biden was getting money from the Chinese and the Russians and all this other shit, and I'm supposed to still think that Donald Trump is the bad guy? Yep. Real estate companies with ties to first son Hunter Biden received more than $100 million from a Russian billionaire for property investments across the U.S. that date back a decade. Hefty cash injections into Rosemont Realty came from Elena Butina, one of the wealthiest women in Russia, the widow of the former mayor of Moscow. Oh, so we're bringing this one back up. I definitely remember hearing about this many years ago, but yeah. Oh, right. Rosemont Seneca Partners, Rosemont Real Estate, Rosemont, Elena Butina. Ay. Awesome. Thanks a lot, Hunter Biden. This is the same guy that's suing the dude that definitely may or may not have found his laptop, but he's suing him for privacy, but not confirming or denying that the laptop belongs to him, and possibly one of the weirdest cases out there. The other thing is, like, when you look at Hunter Biden's face and his crooked ass smile, this bitch right here has got a crooked ass smile too, and I don't even know what that is. Maybe they just set the picture up like that or whatever. I don't know, but it sounds pretty awesome to me, or it seems kind of like normal for what these guys would be trying to push forward for us. It just seems like super crazy, dude. Bidens are corrupt as could be, yet everyone is still stuck on the same dumb bullshit. Yep, same dumb bullshit. Same dumb bullshit. Now, what could really change things for us, guys? I don't know, maybe a supermajority? Seems like we might have one all of a sudden. They're saying there's a Louisiana Democrat that is switching sides to the GOP, basically giving Republicans a supermajority. My conservative voting record over the years in legislature speaks for itself, says Francis Thompson. But yes, one of the longest serving Democrats in Louisiana state legislature, Francis Thomas, is switching sides to the GOP, giving Republicans a majority in Baton Rouge for the first time in the state's history. On Friday, the Louisiana GOP put out a press release that Thompson was switching party, giving them a 70-vote supermajority, and he was first elected to the state legislature as a Democrat in 1975. The former Democrat turned Republican said his values and principles guided his decision to switch. Let me be clear, nothing has changed, Thompson said in a statement soon after the switch. There are values and principles that I firmly hold on to that guide my decisions. My conservative voting record over my many years in the legislature speaks for itself. The push past the several years by Democrat leadership on both the national and state level to support certain issues does not align with those values and principles that are a part of my Christian life. So I said fuck them. And I'm out, bitches. Fuck the Democrats. Now, if that was like a senator or like somebody that was in the House or something like that saying that they were switching sides over this, then it would be a real big piece of information. Just kind of some of the biggest news, but that's really what we need right now. It's like that's the play. Let's get some of these Democrat pieces of shit over onto the good side so they can start voting right. But is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? No. Obviously not. It's not gonna happen, dude. Ain't gonna happen, bro. It ain't ever going to happen. It's alright, though. But, you know, state representatives aren't always all fun and daisies. There was another state representative that just got arrested for a DUI, OUI, whatever the fuck. You're going to want to check this out.
6. Well, a state lawmaker has been arrested for driving drunk, and tonight there's plenty of action and reaction. I'm Irene O'Connor.
Hi, everybody. I'm
Irene O'Connor.
Democratic representative.
What's up, Stephanie Simone? Nice
Comey has been
chi-chis.
stripped of her committee assignments, and state lawmakers say this was a dangerous situation.
Chief political reporter Susan Raff is live near the state capitol
what's
in
up,
Hartford,
Susan?
where that crash happened. Susan?
Irene, we are live on Capitol Avenue, and this is right down the street from the state capitol, and this is where State Representative Robin Comey crashed her car. And according to the police report and eyewitnesses,
James
when she hit
Comey,
that green dumpster,
Robin
her
Comey.
car ended up upside down. This eyewitness video shows Representative Robin Comey's car right after it flipped over.
So I got up to see, and I saw an overturned car.
Kirsten Blandon heard the crash from her apartment across the street.
And I actually got footage.
Oh shit, Scroats McGoats just came in with a $10 super
Scrooge
chat.
Maggots has donated $10 and says, what do they think is really going to be the reaction if they arrest Orange Man? Personally, I think it wouldn't amount to a wet fart.
Woo! Yeah, I don't think it's probably going to amount to much of a wet fart. Either I think that all of the folks that dropped on Trump, or the folks that Trump basically left in the prison, kind of sealed the deal for him. So if they arrest him Yeah, there's going to be a lot of news stories and people screaming about it on the internet, but was there going to be actual protests in the streets? I don't think so. Thanks for that $10 super chat there, Mr. Scroats with Goats. You got that paper. Finally, somebody coming through and monetizing the stream. We appreciate you, Scroats. Thank you.
Footage of them pulling her out of the car.
According to the police report, Comey didn't want to go to the hospital. She was then given sobriety tests at the scene. Police say she failed those tests and was handcuffed and arrested. They say her blood alcohol was almost twice the legal limit.
What?
Representative Comey votes yes. Earlier in the day, Comey had been at a public hearing. She's on the Human Services Committee. Then we are told she went to Red Rock, a bar down the street from the state capitol. She was there with a few state lawmakers. One of them told me that Comey seemed fine. But then, shortly after leaving the bar, Comey crashed into this dumpster. The House Speaker says my immediate reaction is to think about Rep. Comey's next steps. I hope she focuses on her health and well-being. And I know that her friends and colleagues will support her in any way we can.
Dude,
and the
what?
House Minority Leader says,
how is this even possible?
Representative Comey didn't hurt anyone else or herself in this crash. The stark reality is that this incident could have easily been devastating for her and anyone else on the road last night. This is not the first time Comey has been in the spotlight for drinking. 2 years ago, she appeared disoriented while speaking on the House floor. She later apologized, saying she was exhausted and had wine during dinner.
It's very sad that, she would put someone else in danger and herself.
This is certainly not the first time that a state lawmaker has been arrested for driving drunk, but it does come at a pretty explosive time. In fact, Connecticut is seeing a huge increase in people drinking and driving. In fact, Connecticut is now third in the country with alcohol-related fatalities.
Wow, Connecticut. Fix your shit. You got lawmakers getting drunk driving tickets and shit like that, driving away from their little events and get hellish wasted. Damn, son. That sounds like, that sounds like Manchwell activity circa, like, I don't know, a couple years ago or whatever.
Right now,
maybe more than that. Maybe more than that. Possibly more than that. Yeah. Oh, well. Here, I was looking for this story actually earlier, but I found it now so that we're going to talk about it now. We did talk about how there are some transgendered kids that are being detransgendered and now suing people in California. But on the other hand, Kentucky lawmakers actually passed a ban on youth gender affirming care. That's right. They banned it. They did it. Republican lawmakers in Kentucky passed a measure Thursday to ban gender affirming care for transgendered minors, completing the whirlwind voting on a repackaged proposal that triggered outrage amongst the opponents unable to stop the sweeping policy making on a culture war issue. Well, is the culture war really getting fought in the battlegrounds that we thought it was going to get fought on? We can win the war. We just have to be pretty real about what we're fighting for. And people can do or say or live however they want to live after they're an adult. But before then, protect them. Protect the kids. Because, you don't want to ruin your life like that forever and have to live through it. I just don't think that that's a good thing for anybody. Yet somebody thinks it was. People keep trying to tell me that it is, and I just don't think it is at all. So I think it's good. There's more pushback. If more kids start suing doctors and more states start passing laws, we might be able to get ourselves out of this scourge, because they can only scream in our faces, tweet at us, and wave flags in our face for so long until we see the reality as it is. And, they're either going to get violent or they're going to go away. And the likely scenario here is that, they will go away. Because it's not like anybody is saying that these people aren't allowed to exist. We're just saying that they shouldn't be able to exist before it's time. Right? Before it's time. Become 18 years old, become 21 years old, cut off whatever you want, mutilate your body. That's the Christian in me saying it, right? The Christian in me saying, you should never do that shit ever. But if you're gonna do it, wait till you're a fucking adult. And that that's what you really want. And you should never be trying to force this shit upon anybody else. Like, why would you ever think that it would be okay to make people question their fucking reality? Be like trying to come to me and say, "No, Manny, you're a girl. That's what you don't get. You're supposed to be a female." And everything would finally make all of that sense. And I just be looking at you like, the fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? Yeah. The fuck are you talking about? Indeed. Whatever. Somebody sent me this video about Jeffrey Epstein. Let's take a look at it now. Although the video's horrible shit
For the collapse,
quality.
A U.S. judge ordered J.P. Morgan Chase to turn over documents in a lawsuit accusing them of aiding in Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking operation. The team behind this lawsuit was the same team who successfully exposed the involvement of Deutsche Bank, and they subpoenaed several other banks they believe were involved in sex trafficking, including Silicon Valley Bank, and Bank Leumi, the Israeli bank that drained $1 billion out of SVB the day before it collapsed. Whatever the reason, the U.S. government's response threatens to collapse the world economy. The FDIC insures up to $250,000 for each depositor, but now they are going to cover all depositor losses. And they don't have enough to cover the $175 billion of SVB losses, let alone the trillions of dollars to be lost on the near horizon as banks across the world begin to break. The systemic risk among GSIBs, global systemically important banks, is that they are so deeply connected that when one falls, they will all follow. Much of the world's economy is already collapsing due to the actions of the U.S. government and the Federal Reserve banking system. And much of the world has been preparing for the end of the U.S. dollar as a world reserve currency. After all the smaller banks die, the people will be left with the central bank, and their solution is the CBDC. CBDC stands for Central Bank Digital Currency. With CBDC, there are no more options. Everyone's account is run directly through the central bank system.
Wow. Did you know that those banks that went under were connected to old Jeffrey Epstein? Just like Jimmy Kimmel was exposed for being friends with Jeffrey Epstein after it was revealed that he had some close ties?
People are also pointing to Kimmel's longtime friendship with a man named Adam Perry Lang, who is a professional chef. And the two are so close that they spend Thanksgiving with each other every year, and Kimmel even helped Lang start his steakhouse APL in Hollywood just a few blocks from Kimmel's studio. Here's a photo of them cooking meats together. Now, that restaurant, APL, closed in January of 2022, in addition to Lang's Napa Valley Steakhouse, which also closed around the same time.
Yeah,
and publicly,
they
said that this was all due to the restaurants not being able to bounce back from COVID and the lockdowns, and I'm sure that was a contributing factor, but the chef's reputation and the restaurant's popularity was shattered when it came out and it was revealed that Lang not only took trips to Epstein's Island on the plane, but that he was Epstein's private chef in the early 2000s. This was not a man that just hung out in the same circles. No, he was there for years working for Epstein, with the clients, with the women that Epstein was trafficking. Eater wrote this in 2019. Barbecue star Adam Perry Lang confirms that he once worked for Jeffrey Epstein. And then in 2020, there was a podcast episode, New Podcast Investigation, details Adam Perry Lang's stint as Jeffrey Epstein's private chef. They said the podcast follows Virginia Roberts Giuffre?
Giuffre.
I'm probably butchering her name, but we'll just call her Virginia for now. An Epstein victim attempting to reach Lang, who worked as Epstein's private chef in the early 2000s. Last year, unsealed court documents showed that Lang flew with Epstein in private jets and traveled with the billionaire to various properties in Florida, New Mexico, and the Virgin Islands. Like I said, this is not somebody who ran in the same circles. He was very, very close. He was very in the inner circle. People are.
I am Brett Cooper. That's who this person is? Wow. Let's see. Is she super fun? Do they got like booty pics out here or what? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be doing the news or whatever. Thanks, Brett Cooper, or whatever. Sorry. Holy fuck. So the guy that was Jeffrey Epstein's private chef was also best friends with Jimmy Kimmel. Interesting. Yeah, she seems like she's like female Ben Shapiro. She does really seem like female Ben Shapiro. Let's just look at the media tab. Hosts of comment sections on the
We've
Daily
all got
Wire.
a lot of decisions to make. I'm going to make one decision a lot easier. When you're craving chocolate, there's only Jeremy's chocolate. And there are only two options. She, her, and he, him. One of them has nuts. We've all got a lot of decisions to make.
Yep, first decision is Chi-Chi or booty. Chi-Chi or booty.
This is so cool. All right, guys, we're here. Come on, let's go do it. So, I've been brought out to this abandoned strip of road to test drive the God King's McLaren. What's up, Michael?
Hey, Brett, do you know, is the God King gonna be here?
No, he sent his regards, but I think he sent a cutout of himself so that we could take pictures.
That's what he sent to my wedding.
Really? Oh, classic, yeah. God, I just...
That's what he said to my wedding. Ah, there we go. Booty! I mean, I wish the pants were black, but the booty's nice. That's all I was looking for. Sorry. I was just trying to, figure that shit out for my own edification. Or whatever. Jeffrey Epstein related lawsuit drops explosive new details. What? Full client list. Full client list. Oh, right. That's what we're waiting for is the full client list. So we're going to have that coming up here in the near future. So I guess that's like the big Jeffrey Epstein news. Cool, man. So all the banks that are going under all have a connection to the Epstein thing. And more people in Hollywood are about to get exposed. Yeah, she does a pretty good job of stopping the McLaren in a straight line, though. Yeah, I mean, with the booty like that, I would expect her to. Now, here's another strange story that's coming out about this little village place in Chicago where people are ending up dead in shopping carts. I think we might have a serial killer on our hands, folks.
Serious deaths. One woman found dumped in an alley. Another shot and killed blocks away in the same neighborhood. CBS 2's Jermon Terry is in Little Village, where family and the community are questioning if there is a link.
A hymn of peace echoes as a family mourns, standing near the same alley someone found their loved one.
I'm never going to see my daughter again.
Rosa Chacon's mother and family determined to find out how she ended up dead, possibly dumped in this alley in Little Village.
How'd she end up dead?
The 21-year-old went missing in January.
I haven't seen Jeffrey
Family
Epstein.
says
Last
this
time I
home
heard he was
security
hanging out in his
captured
prison
her
cell.
last sighting getting into a ride share. For weeks, the family posted flyers claiming CPD did little in the search.
We've been calling them, and the detective's like, oh, no, she's fine. Okay, if she's fine, why can't you, as a cop, pull out your phone, tell her, here, call your mom.
And all I'm looking for is justice.
Did not even go
because
to see
if
the video.
you guys let it keep going on and the police don't help us, it's going to happen to the next girl.
It was just 3 weeks ago here in Little Village when the first body of a woman was discovered near 24th and Drake. Now Chacon's body showed up here in the alley at 24th and Western. Chicago police insisting that the two cases are not connected, but Chacon's family and those in this community argue differently.
It's within a mile and a half, and I think that there were two females, both found in both in alleys.
No one is in custody in either case.
Yeah,
the body
bro.
found on Drake was a 21-year-old woman from Guatemala found shot in the head. In Chacon's case, police have not said how she died, only calling it a death investigation. Multiple police sources say she was dumped in a shopping cart. Chacon's family believes she was murdered, and they're hoping a $15,000 reward will help solve the case.
How are you gonna put a human being in an alley? That's not right. It's still guts, you know? Regardless, I just want justice for my daughter. That's all I want.
In Little Village, Jermont Terry, CBS 2 News.
I'm going to keep an eye on that one. That one perked up my there could be a serial killer vibes going on. And I mean, Chicago's been pretty big in the whole not having great law enforcement and tons of crime. So, you know, maybe there is something actually coming out about this one. I don't know. Dude. I don't know. Yeah. And I guess what? World news is probably where we should leave it off for this evening. Weirdness is happening. Protesting. Did you know that there's protests going on in France again? You probably barely heard anything about it, but the president of France, Macron, has banned public demonstrations in Paris. And you know what? People in Paris, well, they don't seem to give two fucks about it. Because this is what it looks like. Yeah, people are protesting. Fuck you! We'll protest! You can't fucking tell us what we do!
Debout contre la réforme des retraites. Contre 49.3 de Macron.
Fuck Macron!
Voilà, c'est que des...
Fuck Macron! Putain Macron!
Contre 49.3 de Macron. Voilà, c'est que des...
Yeah, viva la résistance! Yeah, apparently there is some fucking protests going on in France. I wonder if I just put France into this thing, I'll actually see some under videos. Oh yeah.
Sortons vite de l'OTAN.
Sortons vite de l'OTAN.
Sortons vite de l'OTAN.
Where's all the fine French bitches at? Hold up. I found her. There's a fine French bitch right there. Let's see. There's another one with glasses. Hold up. Oh. Yeah, right there. This chick's looking. She's pretty thick. This chick's looking pretty fine right here. She got that commie beanie on or whatever with the thing hair. She's got that weird, sexy vibe going on. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be like, you know. Yeah, they've banned the right to protest in Paris, and people are now protesting all over the place because whenever you tell anybody in Paris they can't do something, they do everything that you tell them that they can't do. And now they're saying it's looking like a third world country after the protests. Yeah. Yeah. Something is pretty crazy. Something's pretty crazy. I don't know what the hell's going on in France, my dudes. But wherever is happening in France, I don't want no part of it, dog. I don't want no part of it. I don't want no part of it. life expectancy is falling and your age and you're allowed to retire and access your state pension is rising. In France tonight, people are fighting back. Damn. God damn. Yep, the police are out. The jackboat thugs of Macron's dictatorship is around the way. Yeah. Don't you just love it, guys? So, yeah, in France, they raised the age of pensions. They banned protesting in the streets, and now they're in a full-on riot mode, and you ain't hearing about it anywhere on the news. Imagine that. Imagine that. Didn't you expected it to be like that, didn't you? I always expected it to be like that, but yeah, it's looking pretty wild and lit out there. Seems like it's actually making what the yellow vest protests look like it was pretty much nothing, so... You know, I figured I would leave you with that little gem of reciprocity so you could try to take that with what you will and maybe go search on the internet and start retweeting some stuff out there because there's definitely some strangeness happening there, my friends. Indeed, indubitably. Yeah, definitely. And that's the news for today, my friends. I knew that we had a lot of good stuff for you. Obviously, Donald Trump saying that he's going to get arrested Tuesday. I don't believe it, but, you know, it is what it is. Everything else just kind of seems to be stupid. And with that, thanks a lot for everybody joining us tonight. We appreciate all of our famous grifties, aka the only one, Mr. Scroats Goats, for monetizing the stream and hooking us up. And it seems like next week is going to be a fucking week to remember for the news, so I hope I am... ready and able to grift for it because we could use the money. Either way, me and Lunchy are going to go dip out now, and I appreciate every single one of you that came through. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, share this with your friends, consider becoming a member, and we will see you guys on the next one. Much love to you. I'll see you later. Bye-bye now.